Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's such an iPhone, Facebook world that this is a great time to text a friend. Let them know you're here, Majestic Theater Cafe. We're having fun with nothing but music. If you find the Facebook page, Nothin with an N, not nothing, Nothin. Nothing but music, movie, Facebook page. We're gonna have some guitar players play. We're gonna break the screen down, show the movie. It's gonna be big fun. I twisted Eric's arm. In fact, Eric, I should put you right in the middle chair here. I can show you. I twisted Eric's arm and I said, Eric, you, as a movie producer, director, should start this off by playing a song all by yourself. And then I want to do a song with my grandson Dominic and have Eric play with us. And then I think Nate Jones and Howard Glazer are going to do a song. And then we're going to get the movie going. Yeah. Are you excited? I was starting to tell everyone it's an iPhone, Facebook world. Text a friend and let them know you're here. If you're on a Facebook Live, check the facebook.com/Benny and the Jets page. We'll do this live on Facebook as well. Eric, when was the first time you thought about making movies?
Oh wow, if you really want to go back to ancient history, I don't know, it's probably in high school.
So you've been talking about movies and thinking about movies, and you and I met on some different music projects. Different people were making movies about Cobo Arena and my dad's Michigan Theater.
Yes. And then we were working on a project about Cobo Arena, and it didn't really work out with the partners we were working with, so we kind of just went in a different direction. But one of the people that we interviewed for that was you, because your dad was involved with booking at
Cobo Arena. Yeah, we played there with Bo Diddley and stuff. And so
and we wanted to do another.
Ricky Nelson, Bo Diddley. What a night! I think the Reflections were on that show too. That my friend here knows the Reflections.
And we wanted to.
You know, there's something about this 6 degrees of music. Nobody can tell a story that wasn't related to somebody who wasn't married to somebody who lived next door to that same story. It's the 6 degrees of rock and roll, nothing but music style. So I twisted your arm to play a song. We started a little late, so we're kind of running short on time. So I'm going to be quiet so that Eric can play a song, and then I'll get him to play one with me and Dominic too. Give Eric a round of applause. Make him feel special here. Hey!
Alrighty. So called In Our Own Image. Comes the same old tale of relentless search for the Holy Grail. Where the north goes south, we've got on the side. Love cross over to the great divide. Surely been paid as it's crossed the boundaries of church and state, and the chosen few, I'm sure, are relieved, 'cause now they can preach what we should believe and know. Throughout time, man has taken control of his destiny. And love is so, oh, but we keep on looking back when we should look ahead and create the Lord in our own image. In our own image, yeah. you endure, hides the hidden pain that you've broken on of your vows again. And they made you feel empty to the bone. He without sin cast the first stone. Oh, never know. Throughout time, man has taken control of his destiny. And love is so. Oh, but we keep on looking back when we should look ahead and create the Lord in our own image. In our own image. Yeah, yeah. In our own image. Whoa, in our own image. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah. In our own image. Yeah. In our own image. Thank you, folks. All right, let's get this party started here.
Yay! Now, tell me about that song. What was that song?
It's called In Our Own Image. Thing I did with my band Chain Reaction a number of years ago, and it seems like it's one that people enjoy, so I wanted to bring that out.
Dominic was standing beside the stage. He said, "Wow, the Eric's really good."
Thank you, Dominic.
How old were you when you first played guitar? When you first picked up a guitar?
Oh, do I have to say?
Yeah. No, I didn't say how many years ago. I said, how old were you?
About 13.
So a lot of guys get a guitar when they're close to, in their early teens and learn to strum a couple of chords. Some of them get bit by the music bug. Some of them go on to play in rock and roll bands and travel around the world. Some make movies. And hopefully they all have a good time. That's a little bit of what this song's about what Eric's life is about, and about my 16-year-old grandson who got a guitar for Christmas. And I told him if he practiced his guitar every day, someday he could play. Yeah, we give him a round of applause. Dominic Jet Dominic. When this movie started, Dominic was 9 years old.
9 or 10. Okay.
He was a youngster. You'll see him as a youngster acting like a goofball in the movie. But then he grew up and he learned to play. So I kind of got this song for him, so he can keep one foot on the ground. And that'd be so cool, like Howard Glazer. From the day I left school, I grew my hair long, I records all day, with big ambitions of when I could play. Parents taught me what life was about, but I grew up the kind they warned me about. They said my friends were not growing mob, and I should get a haircut and get a real job. Get a haircut, get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob. Get it together like you're big on the club, and get a haircut and get a real job. Even tried that 9 to 5 thing. Told myself it was all a bad dream. I found a band with some good songs to play. We partied at night, we slept all day. Met this girl, she was my #1 fan. She took me home to meet her mom and her dad. They looked at me and said, oh my God, get a haircut and get a real job. Get a haircut and get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob. Get it together like your big brother Bob, and get a haircut and get a real job. Who's coming up after us, Howard or Nate? Let's do Howard and then Nate. Does that sound all right? That's good. So Howard can tune his guitar right now. Get ready. Pretty professional way of cueing the next act. You notice Howard comes from the school of long hair, no haircut for him. This next verse will have special meaning to Howard. Are you ready, Howard? Now the old guy plays guitar. Someone said that he was a star. He had a van with his name on the side. Facebook picture of him and Kid Rock. They hit the big time in the rock and roll bands. More success than they'd ever planned. He's got more money than his big brother Bob, who had a haircut and had a real job. Get a haircut, get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob. Get it together like your big brother Bob, and get a haircut and get a real job. I was a rebel from the day I left school. Grew my hair long and broke all the rules. I sat and played records all day, big ambitions of when I could play. My parents taught me what life was about, but I grew up the kind they warned me about. They said my friends were not growing mob, and I should get a haircut and get a real job. Get a haircut, get a real job. Clean your act up and don't be a slob. fun and entertainment like that. Eric Hairbadian, give him a round of applause, make him feel good, Eric.
Hey, Jeff. Dominic Jeff.
Making it happen. Let's you and I slide out of the way and we'll get Howard to come up here and then we'll get Nate up here and then we'll get to see this movie.
And then we'll be screening the movie. Thank you very much for coming out tonight, folks. We appreciate it very much.
Yay! Every room that Howard walks into. If you don't know Howard, by the way, this is Howard Glazer. Give him a big round of applause. They call him an icon. You've been called an icon before, haven't you? He got all the music awards. He's been all over the world. And whether it's Germany, whether it's Memphis, whether it's Detroit, every room that he walks into, they look at him, they say, "Is that bad?" Get a haircut, get a real job. Give Howard a big round of applause. Make him feel good.
Thank you, Major. This one's kind of low output, so. Check, we're doing. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming out. I want to thank Benny, Jet, and Eric. It was great to hear you do your solo thing. I've never heard that before. And Dominic. And I want to thank Eric and Lisa for making the movie. Thank you very, very much. It's a pleasure and honor to be in it. Eliza Niels wanted me to tell everyone that she wishes she could be here, and she's honored to be in the movie. And she sends her love to everybody, and she's in New Jersey, so unfortunately she can't make it. So I guess I'm here to represent. So, you know, I had a couple of songs I planned, and all of a sudden I got up here and I think, well, maybe I'll try something different, so I don't know. Waiting for the train, but the train don't ever come. For the train, but the train don't ever come. It's gonna bring my baby, bring her right back home. Sleep every day, but I can't get any rest. I sleep all day, but I can't get any rest. My life is in shadows, my life is such a mess. My life is in shadows, my life is such a mess. Just being right. You know it's a bad that just being right. I'm waiting for the train, but the train don't ever come. I'm waiting for the train, that train don't ever come. It's gonna bring my baby, bring her right back home. It's gonna bring my baby, bring her right back.
What's up?
Hey, where's that train? That's all my words for sound. Words for sound. So, what do you plan to do with it? Do I get one or two more? Oh, okay, well, because I'm going to do a blues number, and then I got one that's a whole nother story. But I'm kind of been steeped in the blues for many years, even though I grew up playing rock and roll. So I'm going to this song I wrote called "Steamroller Baby." Steamrolling baby just rolling all over town. I got steamrolling baby shoes rolling all over town. That's a rolling wave, that's when the love comes tumbling down. She's gonna drive me crazy, make me lose my mind. Drive me crazy, make me lose my mind. It'll be right with like no other kind. She's got a big round wheel and she likes to make it spin, 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 spin. She's got a big round wheel and she likes to make it spin. Starts a spinning wheel. Well, that's when the fun all begins. Yeah, the fun begins. Oh, spin it, baby, spin it. Oh. Steamrolling baby just rolling all over this Detroit town. I got a steamrolling baby just rolling all over town. So that's a wrong way, that's when the love comes tumbling down. She's got a big round wheel and she likes to make you spin. She likes to make it spin. Starts a rolling way, that's where the fun begins. Steamroller blues. Steamroller baby. This next song is a little bit different. I originally wrote this song in 1979. It's a protest song. I don't know what else to say about it. I hope I remember the words. I did a song originally as a punk rock song. In the 80s as a new wave song. In the 2000s I recorded this as a blues song. And now I'm doing it as a metal body slide song. So it's, Eric and I have talked a lot about this. There's a lot going on in the current administration that we're not very happy about. So this song is called Jump and Shout. The first time I tried it like this, so I hope I remember the words. don't watch out. Speak your mind and jump your child. 250 down, what's the matter with that? The poor get poor and the rich get fat. Inflated prices climbing up the wall. It's all heavy when the stock market fall. History beats we don't watch out. Speak your mind and jump it out. History beats we don't watch out. Speak your mind and jump it out. Step on me, step on you, the whole world out. There's so much from being strong, you don't know what it's about. Tax the poor, defeat the rich. They take all they can, they life for a bitch. Well, history beats we don't want child. Speak your mind and jump the child. History beats we don't want child. Speak your mind and jump the child. Climbing up the wall, oh, it's all heavy when the stock market fall. Oh, history beats we don't watch out. Speak your mind and jump your child. Oh, history beats we don't watch out. Speak your mind and jump and shout. Thank you, peace.
Watch Howard smile when you give him a big round of applause. Watch his face. Hey! It's hard not to smile. That was a great song.
Oh, thanks.
You got that one on YouTube or something?
Actually, I do.
So how do we find it?
Just go to Howard Glazer, Jump and Shout on YouTube. It was recorded live at the Old Miami 2007 solo.
Now you know I do a radio show, and part of the radio show when they say tell your YouTube address, they say tell it slower so people can understand.
Okay. I go to YouTube and just punch in Howard Glazer. The song's called Jump and Shout. It was recorded live in the Old Miami in 2007. And I actually forgot one of the verses. But
That way if they go to YouTube, they'll find it.
yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. On YouTube with myself, with my band, lots of stuff with myself and Eliza Niels. There's some stuff with myself and Harmonica Shaw, stuff with myself and Emmanuel Young. So, and they're all in the movie. Harmonica Shaw, I believe, is in the movie. Emmanuel Young's in the movie, and we're in the movie. You're in the movie.
It's a YouTube world.
There you go.
It's a YouTube world. All right, Howard, now you and I are going to bring Nate Jones on. Nate Jones is standing right over here. Everybody have a big round of applause. Nate Jones, make it feel special. Nate Jones. You're going to play standing up or sitting down, Nate? What do you think of Nate's guitar?
That's pretty wild.
Just say it in the microphone.
I love this thing.
That's pretty wild. I like it. I'm not sure.
You've seen every guitar ever made, haven't you? You're like sponsored by some guitar company.
Yeah, I do have a guitar made for me by Olympus Guitars in Greece. I'm endorsed by Olympus Guitars. I'm also endorsed by Olinger Amplifiers out of Pomeroy, Ohio. So yeah.
I was looking up porn one night on the internet, and I saw Howard Glazer GHS strings. And I was looking for G strings or something, but G.
Oh yes, I do have an endorsement from GHS as well.
Let me see your guitar coordinating. I'm going to plug you in right in the same box that Howard was in. See, Nate's too young for any of those porn kind of jokes. He's a good young American guy. Give him a big round of applause. Make Nate too. There you go, buddy.
I'm pretty sure millennials watch more porn than anybody else, so just so. Myself excluded, obviously. brought a couple tunes here for you guys. I'm gonna give you one from my new album. I just released an album back in January. It's essentially my debut, I suppose. I released other stuff that I just hated, so I didn't want to even let anybody listen to it. So I finally went into the studio and took some time, went into Metro 37 and got some work on this one. This song's called Smoke-Filled Room. First class. Could you meet a girl like that? She had dark hair and an open smile, and if looks could kill, I'd be 6 feet underground with my arms crossed, my chest they'd lay me down, down, down into the rain. The ring of fire, I'd step and pray to God, this girl's an angel. And amazing grace, how sweet the sound of her calling my name. I was so lost, now I found her. Things will never be the same. I wish she was mine. I can't get her off of my mind, because the way she moves keeps me alive. This rock star heart seems to have ceased from beating until I get along with you. But from across this room, I catch your curious eyes. Are you digging me? 'Cause baby, I'm digging you. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound of her calling my name. I was so lost, now I found her. Things will never be. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound of her calling my name. I was so lost, now I found her. Things will never be on this way, girl. Every note on my shoulder, it feels like I ain't ever gonna hold her. Smoke splits us like oil and water. Well, come here, girl, I can't wait much longer. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound of her calling my name. And I was so lost, but now I found her. Things will never be. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound of her calling my name. And I was so lost, but now I found her. Things will never be the same. So again, that tune's called Smoke-Filled Room. It's on my new album. If you are on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you listen to your music, you can find that. Just search the album name Testing the Waters and Nate Jones and you'll find it. Alright, so this is the, I guess, kind of like the single from that EP. The lead promo song. I grew up here in Michigan, and one thing that we get 4 seasons, and that's kind of nice. I've lived other places, and you just kind of, I don't know, just being here at home in the fall time, when the leaves are changing, and you got to put on a scarf or a sweater. That just takes me back to my one of my favorite seasons. This song's called Autumn Road. I'll hold your hand, keep you warm. I'll start a song, you'll sing along and we'll walk this autumn leaf-covered road. We'll walk until our toes get cold, and then we'll go back to my place, or your place in carols. Lay beneath blankets, we'll fall asleep there tonight. So just close your eyes, and I'll be here when they open. And just one more time, kiss me before you say goodnight. Under the moon, I'll hold your hand, keep you warm. I'll start a song, you'll sing along and we'll walk this autumn leaf-covered road. We'll walk until our toes get cold. Thanks for listening. Thanks guys for letting me be part of the documentary. Thanks Benny, Howard, everybody else. Let's enjoy the film.
So I asked Howard, he said how he liked that guitar, but we didn't know what kind of guitar. What is it?
So this guitar is a Boulder Creek. It's they're kind of a younger company, like probably 12, 15 years old, something like that. But they have a brand new design that actually has aluminum rods that come down through the neck. You can actually see inside. So everybody thinks that my guitar doesn't have a hole in it. They think I have a drink holder. I do not have a drink holder. Yeah. This is my sound hole still up here.
You probably didn't know that, and that guitar company that Howard endorsed, they put a cup holder on that guitar.
That's brilliant. Yeah. I'll ask them to do that for me for this one. But it just sounded so great to me, like plugged in. And I wanted that natural acoustic sound without really, without having to take away from the body of the, body of the guitar.
That's amazing. Hey, look at all those people waving at you on Facebook Live right now. If all those people want to, if they want to be your friend or they want to hear your songs, tell them one more time how to hunt up Nate Jones.
So if you're on Spotify or Apple Music or pretty much wherever you look at music, you can search Nate Jones. Testing the Waters is the name of the EP. Or you can just find me at Nate Jones Music for pretty much anything. Instagram, YouTube, all that kind of stuff.
What about that other band? You promote those other guys at all?
I do. So I'm a part of a trio, an acoustic trio.
I went on their page and I put a post on there, I said, hey, Nate's movie is being shown.
I saw that. Yeah, I almost commented back and said something about it not being my movie, but But yeah, so that's at Athens Creek. You can find us there. It's Athens Creek is an acoustic trio. We're based here in Southeast Michigan. We play all around, and we play cover music and write a little bit of our own as well. So.
Two guys and a girl in it.
2 guys and a girl.
Athens, I gotta say so see, I'm on the radio so people understand. Athens Creek.
Thanks, guys.
Give Nate Jones another big round of applause. Makes me feel good. Nate Jones, Nate Jones. Man, you know, this is just so cool. I'm getting goosebumps. It's so cool. We have to pull the screen down now. Is that the idea? We're going to maybe dim the lights, pull the screen down, and we're going to watch some of this movie, Nothing But Music. I really hope everybody that's here in person and everybody that's watching on Facebook Live eventually will get to that Facebook page, Nothing But Music Movie, and click on that, because we have to kind of build a Nothing But Music family. We have to kind of build a little clan that we can keep it together and talk with each other and tell about different events we have coming up, and that'll be the best way, is using that page. Now, am I tall enough to reach in? Is that what we're going to do? Just wait for me to do this, or do we have an idea? When you first start out as a musician, maybe you're in grade school and you learn how to play your instrument, you study, you practice. Stage 2, you learn to play with other guys. And there's a big learning jump that happens when you work with other people. Stage 3 would be making the living. So a lot of starving musicians, a lot of guys making a great living. You can go from playing the corner nightclub to doing concerts to getting some of the accolades, and in stage 4, really working at making it a calling, making it a complete life. You get to stage 5 and you get old and people want to hear your story. You become the guy that talks to the people at the other stages. They seek you out and find out what you've learned, and it's kind of an interesting thing that only the old musicians will ever experience.
Can you tell me the last time you went out specifically to hear live music?
This summer, I was supporting a colleague. I play the flute, and she was performing a concerto.
How, when, and why did you decide to make a career as a musician?
You know, it comes to mind that we should have went over these questions first. A lot of people start early on. I can remember being in 3rd grade and watching Elvis Presley movies or seeing the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan TV show, Ricky Nelson on his show, and thinking, how cool is that? So I think from very earliest on, I think maybe the reason you even pick up a guitar in the first place is because you feel that urge to perform, that urge to be in the band.
Well, both my parents were musicians. My father, he played with Don Pablo and his orchestra. My mother taught music in the Detroit schools, so I had music around me all my life. When I was a little boy, I wanted to be a veterinarian, and then I started playing guitar, and I fell in love with the guitar. Even though I started playing trumpet in 2nd grade. It was in the Detroit schools, and so I went to band class, and the teacher said, "I'm sorry, we made a mistake. Only 3rd graders are allowed." And I started crying because I wanted to play, and so he let me stay. My brother, who was taking guitar lessons, he quit taking guitar lessons, so I started playing the guitar, and I just fell in love with the guitar, and I just decided I wanted to be a guitar player. It's been my focus since like in 3rd grade.
Well, it certainly doesn't start with making a career. It starts with a passion for music. My brother started taking guitar lessons. The guitar was always lying around, and while he was taking the lessons, I would grab the guitar and play it whenever he wasn't playing it. You take it up, you take a few lessons, you're resisting the formal training on a lot of levels because you want to get into bands and start playing. What's with the practicing and stuff? That's just getting in the way, you know. And so next thing you know, you see the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and of course, the rest is history. You fall in love with the whole idea of it. So music was very, very early on. The idea of a career, though, I will say, doesn't come into your mind early on. I never thought of it as a livelihood. I just thought of it as a wonderful hobby and a passion in the purest sense. Along with my passion for guitar, all of a sudden here I am totally infatuated with this flute. No natural ability to play it, and I took it home and I could not stop trying to play it. The university had a new music program. I came in, they saw some potential there. They saw an obvious passion. I had to learn how to read. I started getting introduced to classical music. I learned what the idea of practicing and study was. That came late. Prior to that, I was just having fun playing. I was dedicated, but not the way I was.